A deity shrouded in mystery, with the power to shape worlds and dictate our very existence, lies in the ancient myths of Gnosticism. Join me on a journey where we encounter the enigmatic figure known as the Demiurge. Derived from the Greek word demiurgos, meaning a craftsman, an artisan, the Demiurge is a divine architect that rules over the earth. He is interpreted as a lower divine entity, a false god, separate from the true supreme god. The origin of the Demiurge varies among different Gnostic traditions. In some versions, they are seen as an emanation or extension of the higher divine being, while in others, they are seen as a fallen angel or spiritual entity that originated from a lower realm. A more mythic interpretation is that the Demiurge was the child of Sophia, a divine entity known as an eon, similar to an angel, who descended from God the Father and resided in the Pleroma, the Gnostic name for heaven. Sophia gave birth to the Demiurge without the approval of Father God. However, God didn't punish her. She punished herself and casted her child out of the Pleroma. The Demiurge, now alone, believed that he was the only being who had ever existed and created the material world out of his ignorance, foolishness, and malevolence, trapping sparks of divinity within humanity along the way. Initially unaware that the spark of divinity he placed within them came not from him, but from the true supreme God, the Demiurge would keep humanity bound to this material existence, creating obstacles that would prevent individuals from attaining true spiritual enlightenment and liberation from the material realm. He would do so by creating entities known as Archons to serve him. These Archons were agents of chaos who carried out his will. Under the Demiurge's authority, the Archons enforced the illusory and flawed nature of the physical realm. They accomplished this through various means, such as societal structures, religious dogma, and manipulating the human ego's attachment to material possessions. It's important to note the primary goal of Gnosticism was to safeguard the truths of the universe by employing symbolic imagery and allegory to address the dilemma of how a benevolent and perfect God could coexist with evil and suffering in the world. Therefore, Gnostics developed the concept of the Demiurge and his Archons. In some branches of Gnosticism, the Demiurge is identified with the God of the Old Testament, while the God of the New Testament is considered a higher deity. In a particular variant of the Valentinus branch of Gnosticism, the Demiurge is seen as both the God of the Old and New Testaments. This Demiurge eventually realizes that order is needed to balance chaos, or he risks losing his entire creation. So he sends humanity a Messiah. However, this Messiah carries the light of the Christ and is united with the one true supreme God. Ultimately, the Demiurge is used as a metaphor for obstacles created by the ego that individuals must overcome in their spiritual journey. They represent separation, illusion, and the seductive power of the material world, all of which must be transcended in order to achieve spiritual enlightenment and union with the divine.